Alright, welcome back folks to another Discord League cast. We have Season 5 Cup action coming to you. Alright, welcome. Erik versus Yaba. And, looking to have a Crane versus Scorpion matchup, which has kind of become the bane of Scorpion's existence. And I have, Tenerim here to give me the co-cast.
Hello everyone.
So,
Yeah, the Crane versus Scorpion matchup usually comes down to, does Crane flip Guest of Honor? If so, the Scorpion player is extremely sad.
well, unlike other Scorpion players, this Scorpion player is playing Cloud the Mind.
Oh, alright. Interesting.
So Guest of Honor does not immediately mean game over.
Does, well, let's see, does Erik play... Erik does play 2 Let Goes though.
Yeah, he's playing Dragon Splash. He's on 2 Let Go, 3 Fury. Him and Micah have been the two main proponents of Crane Dragon, it feels like.
I feel like Crane Dragon and Crane Scorpion are about equal, honestly.
I would agree. I think it's a
In
personal
terms of
preference.
Yeah, pretty much.
Srewman, Yaba has played Scorpion in the past. He's played Scorpion and he played Scorpion and Dragon, I believe. I just messaged you the password.
Yeah.
And
so second monitor, it helps a lot with these sort of things.
Yeah. I have 3, so I mean.
Wow.
Look,
Wow.
look. I have 3 at work, so I just got used to it. We do see that Erik has adopted Shoot's Artisan Academy, the 1X Artisan Academy. Previously, Shooter was the only player who had kept it. And then we see Erik has dropped a Young Harrier from his previous list, so he's down to 7 conflict characters. Let's see, we see 1 Noble Sack, 1 Assassination, 1 Imminent Defeat, 1 Censure, so a lot of 1-ofs. And then we see pretty much standard events, 3 fans, 3 katanas. On the Dynasty side... Nothing. Oh, we do see 2 Doji representatives, actually. That is also a change. And we see Kakita Kaizen has been completely cut out because he's not very good.
He's super aberrant.
He's so medium.
Yeah.
At least Rep can help you scout against Feast or Famine or stuff, or stuff like that. If you put attachments on it, it can force opponents to like combat you. And then taking a look at Yaba's list here, we see Scorpion Dragon, and looks pretty standard.
No Mona no Aware.
Yeah, it's almost like it's in the style of Sir
3
Largeness's deck, but no monos.
Yeah. Also, really aggressive on the Fate Western Death and Way of the Scorpions here. He doesn't really appear to be specifically geared against the mirror.
Well, he has favored niece, right? So the mirror comes down to favored niece plus if you draw the dead cards, like, because it doesn't matter then, you just cycle them.
Yeah, fair enough. He's only on 1 Calling in Favors and 2 Let Goes as well, so I guess that helps. If he were higher on Calling in Favors also, I think that would have been kind of bad for him in the mirror.
So we see 2 Fawning Diplomat, and we see 2 Censure out of the Scorpion player here, and so Fawning Diplomat is going to play a big role here in denying Erik the favor for Yoshi and his Censure.
And I think this is the first time I've seen a Scorpion go above 40 cards in the conflict deck.
Oh wow, yeah, he has 41, interesting. Especially in a clan that wants to see specifically all their copies.
Yeah. I don't think 41 is like much of.
It's not like it's marginal, right? But it's still it's still percentage points that you're leaving on the table.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we see, looks like Erik won the die roll, which is always a good start. It's really nice to deny these types of Scorpion decks any extra fate that they might get.
Yeah. That's true, and we do see the Scorpion player just begin with a Liar first action, which is pretty much...
Go ahead.
A Liar first action, or indeed a Manipulator first action, is pretty much just as good as you can get a Scorpion, I think.
These double Illusionists are going to prove very awkward for Erik. Illusionist and Rumonger are 2 of the most annoying Dynasty characters for Crane to deal with. Crane's trying to keep an honored status on the board, and it's just so hard with them being moved around and removed.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting as well when the new cycle hits with a perfect land card. Oof, that one is going to be potentially really annoying for Crane.
So both players bid 5. I expected nothing less. Erik will probably pop his storehouse here, and then he has a nourishment action also.
Yeah, and we can probably assume that whatever he nourishment actions on is most likely shameful. That's just how it usually is, because you want to sort of like bait them into into shameful if you can. Let's see. So Yaba attacks with Bayushi Liar, and he goes for the Doji Challenger. Doesn't want to see that next turn, and he hits Fertile Fields, which is one of the safer provinces to hit.
Yeah, I mean Crane's row is not very threatening, right? Like, even hitting Shameful Display is not even that big of a deal. So like this Liar attack actually just has like no bad provinces. Realistically, the air provinces are actually the best for Erik because he gets the chance to get more economy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like hitting Meditations or even Shameful is probably not as good as hitting Fertile or Manicured.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, Shameful does have the possibility of turning on Voice of Honor.
Well, the thing is, you just have the Illusionist sitting there, so, I mean, if Yaba ever wants to safely fire something off, he can first remove the honor status and then play it.
Oh yeah, but let's just assume Erik also has found like a Way of the Crane or something.
Oh, sure. That's reasonable. So we see an Edict come out to cancel this this Fury. Does Erik have a second Fury or a rival? Also, if Yaba removes this this honor status token or this dishonor status token, it'll really tip his hand that he has a second Edict.
Yeah, that's true. And it will probably also tip Erik off that. I mean, not tip Erik off, but rather if Erik has any sort of Way of the Crane or similar, he knows he can just honor his Narishma if he needs his Voice of Honor online if he uses the.
Oh, Erik plays a second Fury here. Really expensive. I'm not even sure I would have done that after I forced out the Edict. So, like, your opponent can't break without a conflict character. So now if your opponent plays a conflict character here, right, like an Adept or something, you lose the ring, and then you get voided anyway. Like, your opponent's not going to break, and, like, Nourisher getting voided is not even that big of a deal, in my opinion.
No, I would just probably accept that.
I would have played the first Fury, because I just got my free fate, and then if my opponent edicts, then it's a fair trade in my opinion, and then I just let Nourishment get voided, and then I make my attack.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Now if he hits Meditations, it's, you know what I mean, like it's just the same thing would have happened.
Oh yeah, that's very true. I think also it could be a favor play.
Oh sure, right, maybe he passes. Oh okay, this is better then, okay. It's still expensive, but you know, having 2 of your Furies burned already.
Yeah. I also think that there's a possibility that keeping Narishma alive might mean he wants to at least put some sort of like katana on him or something and keeping him around for 1 round. I don't know. It's a bit iffy at this point, but that could be also on his mind, just having some extra value out of that attachment. It's less likely though. It's a 2 cost, so he can get assassinated anyway, so not really much you can do about it. Assuming the Scorpion player plays Assassinate, which I think he does. Yeah, 2.
So... okay, so Yaba's gonna pass his conflict also, and just keep the favor neutral. Oh wait, Erik's gonna make the attack here, interesting.
I mean, if he... oh.
Runs in a Shameful.
That's rough. That is really rough.
And so this is gonna give Yaba. Well, so the reason I would think he would just pass again is exactly situations like this where you're not gonna gain the favor. Like you just want to keep the favor neutral with both players on center.
Yeah.
Flips over Brash Samurai. Is Erik playing Charge? I do not believe so. He's not. Crane is one of the few clans that charge is very medium in. It not a lot of high value charge targets or high value charge plays.
That is very true. Charge is in general just a good card though.
Well, I think charge is a broken card. Like I think like in terms of like design, I think charge is actually just broken.
Maybe if we get a few more like Kakita duelists with a bit of a higher cost, we can see charge creep back into Crane decks again.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I played
Because,
against the new Phoenix bird that got charged. It was pretty unreal.
Oh yeah, the Phoenix bird getting charged is bonkers broken.
Well, just like the card in general, just like is very dumb.
And we do see a.
Is that a second
bonsai.
edict?
Yeah, we see a bonsai being played. So we did see illusionist trigger, and then we saw a bonsai played and cancelled.
Wow. So two furies and two edicts down. So I mean, now
We also
go ahead.
did see a bonsai from Yaba. So Yaba bonsai to win the ring first, and then he cancelled the bonsai from Erik. That
Yeah.
happened. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Crab and Phoenix at the moment are Phoenix now because of the Phoenix, but I mean Crab was the biggest abuser of charge in my opinion, followed by Lion. So like Crab, Lion, and Phoenix all just abuse the shit out of charge. I can abuse it in Dragon. You know, any clan that can play Reprieve is also abuses it. Like just charge Reprieve is really dumb.
Yes. Charge Iron Man or Vanguard Warrior and
Yep.
rebuild and reprieve. It's
And then you flip a duplicate, and you know the character's just around.
yeah. Really, really stupid.
Yeah, historically in card games, cheating resources, you know, cheating mana has been one of the most busted things you can do. You know, fast mana or cheating costs. So we see Challenger 3 Fate. I wonder if we'll say Hero Away here. Nope, Yaba passes. This signifies to me maybe he has his one Kachiko in hand, or he's gonna try and set up for Greater Glory, or not for Greater, Fate Worse Than Death.
Yeah, it would suggest that. And we also see Erik here have. Oh, he actually buys his Whisperer as well. Yeah, and Yaba is not on Mononohaware, so I think this is a decent play.
Yeah, he can send his Brash Samurai in to scout, and then get an honored status.
Yeah, he knows where Shameful is, which is the worst province for him to hit.
So Yaba is on 3 charges, so we can see the classic charge Hero A play.
Or even charge Shoju.
Yeah, charge Shoju into a policy debate's really good.
Yeah, I mean, he can also go watering afterwards and try and stand Shoju for a political attack.
Yeah, that's a
Always
pretty common Scorpion play.
And since he's on like 3-way of the Scorpions, like the entire board of the Crane is very much at risk if a Shoju enters a political conflict. We see double 5 bids, which is surprising absolutely no one. And we do see the storehouse getting popped by the Crane player to draw an extra card. And we're getting up to super ridiculous hand sizes now for both players. So he skips out Meditations on the Tau with the 0 Fated Nourishment, which I assume Erik is going to be pretty happy about. That's pretty much the perfect province to hit in that situation. So Yaba does not defend. Are we going to see a charge here? We are going to see a charge.
Yeah, he does charge. He charges Hero A instead, so this gets off a policy debate, and then he can pull, He can pull Doji Challenger, and then he can Fate Worse Than Death the Challenger.
That is true, but he could also pull the Brash Samurai and prevent it from ever honoring.
That's true. That's also that. I mean, I think those are the 2 lines, right? The one issue is if you pull the Challenger can then pull the Illusionist.
Yeah.
And actually, since it's meditations, after he pulls the challenger, he can meditations her and then fate worse than death her, put her down to 1, and then potentially void her this turn.
Oh, that is going to be filthy.
Okay, so we see Erik's hand is assassination, bonsai, 2 court games, 2 is that 2 for shames? Yeah, 2 for shames, 2 fans, 2 debates, steward, voice, and wave the crane. He probably should assassinate this Soci-Illusionist and then wave the crane his challenger.
Yeah, let's see if he sees us play.
Because then he can cancel a potential fate worse than death. Yaba does still have access to 3 more cancels though.
That is very true. Yes, 2 4G is gone, but he could easily sit on 2.
He has 2 centers and an edict left.
Yeah. So we do see the pull-in of the Brass Samurai.
Okay, so he's just gonna meditations the Brass Samurai then.
Yeah. Is he going to be able to win this though?
I think he might let meditations break because this is the worst this is the province you don't want to just sit there and be farmed.
Yeah, that's true.
Because then the other 3 provinces are just like murderous.
That is very true. We'll see. We'll see. Yaba also has the opportunity here to use his stronghold, which I think he probably should before an assassination comes in from Erik. Scorpion stronghold is just so strong to use every turn. It's actually silly.
That actually is one thing that separates, that's a really big skill that separates the elite Scorpion players from the good ones, is the ability to make your stronghold be used every single turn.
Yeah, unless you win by...
Yeah, unless you're like just up so much, but any chance you can possibly use it, assassinating yourself below them, or purposely bidding high on a debate, or kicking the bonsai an extra time for no effect.
Yeah, that is very true. Let's see if he remembers to use the box here before something silly happens.
Hey, what's up, Gertie? Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my Phoenix pack later today from my store. Ready to play some games. Have you managed to get any games in?
You're asking me?
Yeah, with the new Phoenix cards.
Oh no, I haven't picked up the pack. I didn't have time.
Well, it's online right now.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. I made a line deck that's gonna test out this scenarios.
Oh, the swarm character.
Yeah. And I made it a Phoenix Splash, so it's sort of like it's a honor switch deck, but it doesn't go purely for honor, and it has a bunch of stupid stuff in it, like the Way of Man or whatever it's called.
Oh, sure, Path of Man. Yeah. So you're playing support of the Phoenix then?
No, I just normal, and I'll see if it works. I tend to get like 1 or 2 games in. I mean, at some point you just wanna. I mean, if you're ahead on honor, I suppose it's like a decent situation where you can just go in with a lot of your pride guys and then win with like a stupid amount, and then trigger like Path of Man to get some money back, and then maybe drop a conflict card or something. I don't know. It's still half baked at this point.
That's fair.
Oh
god.
Yeah, we do see the Liar go into and face planting into Shameful Display, and we see a Whisperer defend. Shameful Display triggers, and nothing much comes of it because the Liar has 0 glory and he still has political favor, so it's actually 4-4. So he's still winning.
Erik should wave the crane his challenger. Oh wait, it's on Yaba. Yaba should remove the honored status right now. Or he needs to remove it before before he plays an event, before Erik gets a chance to wave the crane, because then he'll be on 2-1.
Well, as long as he doesn't assassinate the illusionist, he can still just pay with the illusionist at any point to remove the honor.
What just happened? Huh. Do you see Eric's conflict deck just like disappear?
Yes, it appears as a bug. He used his Artisan Academy to flip a censure, it says in the chat.
Yeah, no one said anything in chat, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. The patch did just come out, so we're going to, if any bugs happen, we're going to talk to the devs, and you know, this is the best form of QA basically for the platform, is just playing games and seeing, you know, using these cards.
Yeah, but like I said, the chat did say Artisan Academy was used and the top deck.
Yeah, it looks like it's normal.
Yeah.
Surman, I did pick, I did play Tadakatsu against the crab player, and the Void Ring and the Earth Ring both ended up with 3 fate each because we just wouldn't give it to each other. And then I think when they got to 4, and then I clouded my Tadakatsu to take the Void Ring with 4 fate.
Wow. That is silly.
It was a very interesting game.
That sort of like gets my jank sense tingling for the like a stupid monk deck.
Yeah, with like Stone of Stars or something.
Yeah, but you have that guy that's like +1/+1 for each fate on a ring.
Oh yeah, that guy's good actually. I think Seeker of Enlightenment is legit, could be good. He doesn't have any. She doesn't have any glory either. It's pretty big.
Yeah. Alright, a few things happen here. So Social Illusionist paid a fate to discard the Dishonor status token from the Liar, and then he censured a policy debate.
And then we see a calling in favors.
Yeah, and we just saw a calling in favors to steal back the ornate fan that was put on the Whisperer.
So Erik should probably wave the crane his challenger now. So he'll now that the Illusionist has been used, he can then have 2 honor characters and have Voice of Honor ready.
Yes, that is a pretty solid play, I think. I doubt he actually has any more cancels in hand because that would be stupid.
Yeah, there's a for shame. So the for shame bows the Liar. Does Yaba have something else? Erik does have court games ready too, so if he drops like a Kachiko into this conflict, court games on her will be available.
That's true.
I'm just surprised that Erik won't honor his challenger so he can have voice ready. Because if this Whisperer gets assassinated, it could be really unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just. Is he scared of more cancels? I mean, he's seen 3 of 5 cancels.
I wouldn't play around. I wouldn't play around anymore at this point.
No, me neither.
I mean, like if he has it, that you know he has it, right? But I'm not gonna play around it anymore. You can play around 1 censor at this point, but like playing around the 3rd edict or the 2nd censor is just, you know, that's playing not to lose, not to win.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, man, Magician, I am super ready to play on Saturday. You know, big paper tournament for one of the tournament organizers had a Naginata made, so I'm super excited. The winner of the tournament will be getting that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it if I win, but I'll have it.
How does that work with like weapon laws?
I mean, it's just like cosplay. Like it's just like it's like owning like a katana. Like it's just a sword. Like I can't carry it around like in public, but like I can have it in my house.
All right, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like I can't go into the grocery store with that on my shoulder.
Oh yeah, but like potentially, like I don't know how you get to your local store. Like, but if I was,
I would just drive.
But if I want something like that and I was to take the subway home, I might get in trouble.
Yeah. That's fair. Like if on public transport, probably there's probably some issues, but I mean I'm just gonna be driving. It's like, I don't know, an hour and a half for me, so I just put it in my car.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
If I get pulled over, it'll be an awkward conversation with the officer. Look, officer, I have this metal sword in my car. Okay, so we do see Kachiko show up here in this political conflict. Erik should court games right now.
Yeah, for sure. And he does have 2 Voice of Honor, so he can actually counter the court games from
yeah, which he should do.
Yeah, for sure.
So if Yaba has a Way of the Scorpion, he should play it first.
Oh, that's a good point.
Wait, Handsome Dan, are you a police officer? I would also agree that a Walmart, you could probably get into a Walmart with a Naginata, no problem.
I don't know enough about.
Yeah,
If that statement is true or not.
Oh, Handsome Dan's an attorney. Yeah, that works. What? Yeah, one of my good friends is an attorney also.
I mean, there's attorneys and attorneys, like, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, they're definitely they're specialized in different types of.
Oh yeah, there's definitely different types of lawyers. I mean, what kind of law do you practice, Dan? So we see a debate come out here that gets canceled, but he does have the third edict.
Wow, that is actually dumb at this point.
So there's a court games. Wait, Eric let it resolve though.
Yeah, because he let's see.
No, yeah, he
What?
can play Voice of Honor. Oh, he did. He already played Voice of Honor. What? Okay, what happened
two,
here?
though. Didn't he have
Okay,
two?
okay. So Eric uses a Voice of Honor to cancel for shame.
Yeah, okay, he only had one.
Yeah.
I was misspoken. I thought he had two.
I think I might have bowed. I think I'm gonna bowed there and then just let the Kachiko be dishonored. You know what I mean?
Was it Kachiko be dishonored?
Yeah. So you bow, and then if Yaba plays court games, you cancel the court games instead.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
this
okay,
no,
cool.
I guess it doesn't matter, right? This illusionist is still available, so the illusionist will just be bought next turn and then take the status off the Kachiko.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. We do see a bit of a strength of Scorpion Box here again. Yaba goes down to quite low, but crosses himself back up quite handily.
Yeah, so it's 9 to 10. He's gonna lose 1 overall down to 8, so he'll still be below Crane. 8 to 9, so you know, right where Scorpion wants it. Although Eric does win favor here, really big.
If he flips Yoshi, this could turn into a different game.
He has the censure. He has the censure on top of his deck also, so that censure is gonna be live.
That is very true. That is also something to keep in mind.
Is Eric going to be first player here? It looks like he is. The airing has 2 fate on it, and this challenger could pull Kachiko into a military conflict.
No. Yaba is actually.
Oh, oh, guest of honor shows up.
Oh, that is. But he still has a social illusionist, so we see the illusionist board like first thing that happens. That sort of like both signals to me that he wants to use it to remove the honor from the challenger, and also that he has a cloud of mind in hand.
There's a rumor monger also available. Also, Kachiko is one of the ways that Crane can or that Scorpion can deal with gust of honor.
That is also very true, yeah. But Crane does have a favorable ground flip, which could just put him back into the conflict after
That's true.
Kachiko.
And then like a water conflict to stand gust.
Yeah. What can this actress become?
Brash
Brash
Samurai. Yeah.
That's a really solid.
Brash Samurai. I mean, even flipping Nourishment is nice too. You could flip a holding, or you could flip just like it just gives you information.
And we see a double 5 bid. Surprising.
Not
Yet
surprised.
again, no one.
Yeah.
It is noteworthy here though that the Crane player is going to deck out first if this excessive 5 bidding continues.
That's true.
Which is something people sometimes forget. Decking out could be a big deal. And we do see the Cloud of Mind directly in draw phase. Do we see a let go from Erik? He does have 2 in his deck and he hasn't drawn a single one yet. And he's through half his deck.
Well, he hasn't. Oh, he passes. Okay, he could save it for maybe to try and catch the Scorpion player by surprise.
That is true.
Right, like
but,
if you just wait.
Yeah, his hand that we did see last turn though did not contain a let go. So
That's true.
it is entirely feasible that he would have drawn 5 and not found it.
It would be very unfortunate as the Scorpion player has seen all 3 edicts.
Oh, Kachiko. I'm not sure I agree with this.
Well, it's not gonna be shameful, right? So what are you scared of? You're scared. I mean, meditations is the worst. Sure. So he's just gonna go after fertile fields then.
Yeah, but don't you want? I don't know. Like,
If I'm Eric, I don't defend this.
I think it's really aggressive from the Scorpion. I usually like to have Kachiko and just slap someone on defense.
I would not defend this if I was Eric.
Let's see. No, I probably wouldn't either.
Right, like you just it's airing too, right? So the ring's not even that effective.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Did we actually see? Yes, Illusionist actually paid to remove the fate of the Challenger earlier as well.
The status, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I think it's sort of like unlikely that the Crane player hasn't seen a second Way of the Crane or a single Let Go yet, which could be interesting.
Yep, Fertile Fields draws a card.
And just breaks.
Yeah, absolutely the right thing to let that break.
Yeah. How do you play this out as the Crane player though? What do you attack with?
You could do a political with Whisper and...
I guess we're doing a military though, because the Challenger is getting ready.
Well, so the Challenger is going to attack probably... I would just attack Pilgrimage. And then I would pull the Illusionist and then leave.
That's a solid play, yeah.
And then the... Well, actually, I would attack Pilgrimage. I would, like, play something to make the Actress be used, and then I would pull the Illusionist. And then you still might be able to, threaten the break, right? I would do Void, obviously, too.
Oh yeah, for the fate.
So if Yaba sequences this incorrectly, so he should not defend, he should... So if he pulls Brash Samurai, he's gonna get blown... He's gonna get stopped by the Challenger. He should pull Narishma. So he pulls Brash Samurai. So Erik should pull the Illusionist now, so Brash Samurai can't honor. Yep, and he does.
Yeah.
So now he's just down a stat point that he wouldn't have been down if he had pulled Narishma.
That is very true.
And now Erik can bonsai, or no, Erik can't win with a bonsai. So Erik can just leave now.
Yeah, I do believe he just leaves and comes back and smashes something with
You probably smash Pilgrimage.
I'd honestly probably try and smash Circuit Cash at this point. Pilgrimage is, as stupid as it sounds, a safe province.
No, it is, but I just don't like attacking Secret Cache, but yeah, that's fair.
I mean, if you only attack Circuit Cache once, and if you go in with what is it?
Oh, sure, if you just send 7, 10, yeah, alright, that's fair.
And you gotta remember here that Yaba is only on 2 fates, so there's no like a fate worse than death. At worst, he has 2
Fury.
Furies. That's it.
Yeah, alright. I can get behind this line of play.
Because any one of the characters still standing is going to break with a political favor.
That's true.
And he also has Century in hand. He stayed?
Why? Does he just want he just wants the win, I guess? He wants the conflict win? That's all I can think of, right? If you want the conflict win to maintain favor?
Yeah,
then you don't waste your favorable ground. He can save favorable ground for next turn where he's going to be first player with Challenger.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah. Like I mean I think he's going to try and smash something here with just the 7 political.
I think he's going to go firing here and make sure that the Challenger is honored for the next turn.
Well, it's just going to get removed. I would do Earth here, I think. Fire is fine too. And he goes after Pilgrimage.
I mean, he still has an assassination. He can just kill this illusionist the last thing.
Well, he's on 6 honor.
Okay, that's a bit iffy. He will go up to 4 though when the Whisperer leaves play.
That's true. Maybe I do assassinate this this illusionist then, and then I honor my Challenger. I could see even dishonoring Kachiko.
Oh yeah, that's also a valid point. But with the challenger going first, you can just pull her in.
Well, he can just court games here to honor his guest, to have an honored character.
Yeah, that's also true.
And then you assassinate the illusionist and then dishonor the Kachiko. Then you have more honored characters, and you'll have going first challenger with a favorable ground.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, he has a noble sack too. Erik does run one next noble sack.
Ooh.
Oh man, if Erik gets a noble sack on this Kachiko, that would be absolutely huge. We saw, you know, we saw those noble sacks in that other game, just absolutely just be brutal against Jokingly.
Dishonor the Doji Whisperer here. That implies to me that he doesn't have noble sack here.
Yeah, if he had noble sack, he would honor his Whisperer here.
If he had noble sack, I wouldn't have let the Whisperer lose his honored status.
Well, you just play core games again to re-honor. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use a cancel there. So there's
voice of honor,
yeah.
Cancel that Fury.
So he still has the Censure actually. See, it's good that Erik's playing his voices instead of the Censure because he knows he's gonna keep the Censure online.
Yeah.
So he blows up Pilgrimage, discards the face on card, and hits Shoju. Yeah. So I'm not gonna be. I don't have to soapbox here because it is a Seeker clan. So it's just random card is a random card. And then he honors Challenger. Okay, no noble sack.
Yeah.
He didn't assassinate the Illusionist though. Maybe he was just scared.
Matter here because he's 2 honored characters now. I mean, there's no cancel from the Scorpion player, like none at all, because he still has the fate.
Also, assassinating the Illusionist might give you a chance to let go of this cloud and have it stay let go, right? Like Scorpion could just have drawn the second cloud also.
Yeah, that's also very true. Yeah. I mean, I always feel a bit scared if I'm down to 3 honor though against Scorpion.
Yeah, that's fair. It would bring the game down to lower bids though, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he would have to have bid 1 this turn. Like 1 or 2, he would have had to have bid.
Surman, do I need this actress to do something? I would consider it, but like I'd have to look at the deck list, right? You don't have to run the percentages. How many characters have converted cost 3 or less, and then like what are left. Like it really is context dependent. Like in a real tournament game, I might actually like look through the discard pile quite a bit and make a decision. I would say that's a in the moment decision.
Yeah. Well, what's the question? I don't have your chat up.
Oh, sure. So it's if you have actress and there's no good targets in a keeper pile, do you discard the face down card? And I think it's just very context dependent on the game and how long the game's been going on and what's left and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yoshi shows up right on time.
I mean, he has had the favor for 1 turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Yoshi's he shows up. He's better late than never, right?
Yeah.
But no, he immediately gets clouded.
We see a 3 bid from Erik and a 5 bid from Yaba, so they're now equalized on honor. And actually, it's even so that Yaba went below Erik and then used the box to steal back. So yeah, Scorpion being Scorpion.
You're the worst kind of person, Joe, but I still love you.
Whew. What nonsense steal
Joe
said this time.
Yeah, Joe said I would discard for the exact reason that it would annoy me.
Right. Let's see here. Do you run into Shameful here, or do you just go for a Sacred Crash?
I think you just attack Secret Cache. I'm surprised he discarded the favorable ground with the Challenger. I think that was just incorrect.
So this is the reason why I'd rather attack Sacred Crash last round. Simply because last round you pretty much knew that there was nothing he could do about you, like, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
And this turn you could go into Pilgrimage. Alright, you might not break Pilgrimage, but at worst you just lose the ring effect then.
I'm just really surprised he discarded the Fable Ground with this play lined up, you know what I mean?
That's fair. I mean, I think you're pretty much 100% going to see the Kachiko getting pulled here.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, I could also see like him not defending and then Challenger go, alright, I'll break. That's also a possibility. I'm also a bit surprised that Erik is only 14 cards left in his conflict deck and hasn't seen a single let go. We can at least we can assume that. I mean, he might just use it to surprise us, but we'll see. He should, by all means. I mean, that's not necessarily how probability works, but he has a reasonable chance of seeing at least one let go by now. So he commits with a military skill of 6. Does Yaba defend here?
Well, Yaba has exactly 4 fate. I guess Erik has the cancel, so Fate Worse Than Death is not playable here.
Erik does have a censure in hand.
Yeah, and Yaba has no more edicts.
Yeah, and he
Yaba doesn't defend it. Do you just break this?
Yeah, I think
maybe you pull the Illusionist. So then you're still breaking.
I mean, I'll be a little bit scared of Banzai.
Well, yeah, Erik has a Bonsai.
Alright.
Erik has a Bonsai in his hand from before.
Ooh, that's he censures to cancel Way of the Scorpion.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that either because
no, he can have the second censure, or he can have his third voice.
Erik only runs one censure, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. So he can have the third voice. Like, I only make that play if I have third voice.
Yeah. Let's hope.
I'm waiting to see 4 fate disappear from Yaba's pool here.
Yeah.
And then I'm waiting for Erik to just have it and be like, see, had it all. He doesn't have a let go though, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, he's bound to, like, he's probably gonna beat 5 next turn though, because he's pretty safe now honor-wise. So he has to find it next turn. Like, I mean, you know what I mean. Like,
A Katana shows up. Okay.
So he pulls in Kachiko.
There's a let go. We're gonna see another Katana. There's another Katana. We're gonna see another let go. Yaba does have 2 let goes. He's used the calling in favors already, and there it is. And there's the third Katana.
All right. So Katana let go. Katana let go. Katana.
Yaba's only played 1 for shame. I wonder if he has another one here.
Entirely possible. Let's see from how he has played. What do we think he has in hand?
I assume he has at least 1 Fate Worse Than Death because he's playing 3, and it's realistic for him to have drawn 1.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Probably has some number of conflict characters because he's playing 6.
He should have more Way of the Scorpions as well. I mean, let's see.
Yeah, there's a second Way of the Scorpion.
What would be the most awkward hand? He's probably like most awkward hand is like Shadows, Meek.
Interesting. So he waved the Scorpions, the challenger, but then he moves it to Yoshi.
What?
Huh. He's not playing Icon Swim, is he? He's not. Oh, and then he has a For Shame. Okay. So Erik should play his Bonsai here.
Yeah. Banzai with kicker breaks, even though another For Shame comes out, right?
Yeah, because it's still he go to 8 with the For Shame. So it would need a Bonsai from Yaba. So I mean, I would play Bonsai here if Erik had it. I think he does have one, but yeah, there it is. Okay. I was like, if I remember his hand correctly, he should still have one.
Yeah. This is a really expensive military conflict, and here we see a Banzai from Yaba on Kachiko. Which is also sort of like a reason I probably just accept the break. at this point, and then be on stronghold.
So yeah, so Yaba Banzai's back. This is where Erik was kind of greedy, and all he had to do. Oh, Steward of Law shows up. Oh, Erik has for shame in his hand also.
Yes, we do know he still has one for shame in hand.
So if Yaba has an assassination, this is where he needs to play it to prevent this break.
Yeah.
Because then if Erik just has been sandbagging a let go, he let goes the Cloud on the guest, and it's just political on the stronghold, and Scorpion will get crushed.
What does the Scorpion run on a stronghold?
Should be entrenched position.
Entrenched, yeah. Yaba passes. He doesn't have an assassination, or he doesn't want to play assassination.
Yeah, there's the for shame. Secret cache is breaking.
Yeah.
So I mean, Erik kind of got to do it all, right? Like he got to pull a Kachiko still, and he still got the break. Man, it's so insane that Yaba. Okay, if Yaba has Fate worse than Death, he needs to play it right now. So him having only 4 Fate is so awkward. If he had 5, he could remove the status from guest and then play it. But I mean,
yeah.
if I have it, I'm playing it here. I'm playing it here to prevent this break. I think it's just too risky not to try.
Yeah. If he has the voice.
Yeah, if he has the third voice, he has it, right? Like I mean, I can't afford to play around that card anymore.
Yeah, you probably just lost the game either way. I think he's definitely thinking about it. Like he's definitely thinking about it right now.
Yeah, especially after seeing five cards on the secret cache, like he's got to have one at this point.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised he didn't have an assassinate. He runs 2, and he's really deep. I mean, they're both equally deep, and one player runs 2 assassinate, and one player runs 2 let go. If no one of them has seen either assassinate or let go, I guess that's fair-ish. But yeah, this conflict is the big one, I think, for this game. If Erik suddenly pulls both of his let goes, though, this is just game over. Then I think Yoshi and Guest of Honor just smashing in on stronghold and breaking. Is it even enough actually at this point? So he can defend with Illusionist and Rumormonger. That's 5. And Guest is 5, and Yoshi's only 3, so he isn't actually.
Well, he can play a court games or any honor effect, right, to get Yoshi back to.
Yeah, and the crane box actually removes the Rumormonger as well.
Yeah. There's the Fate worse than Death, and Erik does have the third voice of honor. Yeah, okay, so this makes sense, right? So Erik made the play that only makes sense. Yeah, and Yaba knew, right? Like, this is one of those instances where people are gonna go back and be like, should Yaba have played it? Should he not have? The realistic thing is Yaba should have played it. So Yaba should have played his card, right? He should have played Fate worse than Death, and Erik should have canceled it.
What?
What?
Yaba had it for shame.
Oh, he didn't see the steward. Oh no. Oh no, he didn't realize steward works both ways. So Yaba could have just for shame the challenger, and then he would have not have taken the break. Oh no. That's gonna be a definite oversight. You know, if Yaba comes back and watches this VOD, that is definitely something he needs to be aware of. You know, Steward of Law does work both ways, so if you for shame the challenger back, it will bow.
Yeah, and if he voice of honors that for shame, then you slam the Fate worse than Death on the challenger and removes it from the game. Yeah, that's a huge blunder, a massive blunder, and I feel for Yaba. Like he obviously, wow, that's rough. That is huge. Yeah, he's probably going to be kicking himself when he sees this VOD if he watches it. Well, shit happens, I suppose.
Yeah. Masa, he says flashback to Chappelle show with the what yell on playing for shame. That was a very good yell by Tenerim. He definitely, that was a very genuine what there. So the assassination comes out that we knew he had on the rumor monger.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, wow. And then the conflict fizzles, and now he's going to march in on the stronghold with
the rival. Yeah, rival shows up.
Yeah, that's.
I think this is all she wrote.
Yeah.
Political fire, probably. Or void. Probably void.
Yep.
Yeah, political void.
Just remove Kachiko.
And that's 11. That's 11 right there. Yaba passes. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the Scorpion player made one mistake, and that's all she wrote. That's a really solid play from both players, actually, but especially from Erik. Like the one single mistake the Scorpion player made, and it's just he pounced on it and just won the game. And Mine's Desires in the chat just rubbing salt in the wound.
No, it's not salt in the wound. Okay, if someone told me this after a game I just played, I would just say that I'm bad. I would do exactly. Yeah, I would have the exact reaction that Yaba's having right now. I would just say I am so bad and like give a smiley face. Like, look. yeah. Like, I mean, like, I'm not saying that he's a bad player or anything. Like, that's very easy to miss, right? Like, it's you know, it's an interaction that most people see from Crane, right? It's just, you know, one of those things you have to remember works both ways. So, like, I don't think anything against Yaba as a player, but it's just one of those things that, you know, if someone points it out to you, it's like, oh crap, I should have done that. You know, I won't make that mistake again, right?
Yeah. Even Erik is on you there, like. Calling you out on it being a bit harsh on poor Yaba. But yeah, I've taken advantage of I've played against Shoot, and Shoot was on my stronghold, and he was looking to basically slam my stronghold with a huge political lineup. And the first action he does as the attacker is he drops Steward, and I am defending with like a Lion's Pride Brawler, and I bow hits his Hotaru, and he goes like, yeah, that's the thing. And he didn't break, and I turned around and smashed his stronghold instead. So I've definitely been on the right side of that exchange.
Look, Joe, I never. First off, I don't remember. I don't believe that those are my exact words. Second of all, my default setting is blunt, not harsh. I'm just very blunt. All right, well that's gonna do it for this game here. We have, I think we have one or two more games today. I don't know. The schedule just gets weird, so I think we have a game in like 10 minutes actually, if I remember correctly.
LCQ or Recup?
I'm checking right now. I believe it's LCQ. Having two brackets to deal with is very awkward for finding games.
Do you know who is playing?
Let me refresh this bracket just to make sure. I don't remember who's playing. It was in League Media. I can just go check there again if I lose it.
2 p.m. EDT.
Yeah, that was the Erik game. Let's see, League Media. Scroll up.
I'm looking for the 5th. 3:30.
Oh yeah, Jaku is playing against Tekiko for LCQ.
Who? What?
Fiea. Yeah, here it is. Scheduled 3 p.m. today. Yep. So yeah, 10 minutes. Another Crane versus Scorpion match.
Tekiko must Fiea. Yeah, I see that now. There's also one game, the crab mirror.
Well, I'm not sure if that's actually happening. I think that might be an error on my part. I might have misread like someone who was. I don't think that game's happening. I'm not sure.
Alright, fair enough.
Alright, so that's
Yeah.
gonna do it for this cast. We'll figure out if someone else wants to cast the other one, or you know, if you're up for it, we can cast that also.
Assuming it isn't like, you know, one of my games that goes on for like 2+ hours.
Yeah, I would say it's like what, 9 o'clock for you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Alright.
fine.
Alright. Yeah.
Assuming it doesn't-
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
grab a
run.
snack and a drink, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds good.